know it's flex. Bust the defense open, running through some. I don't know no plays on the field, I just free from. Caught it with the left, but I'm better with my right arm. When they call blitz, hit stick, don't mean no harm. Oh no, oh man.
Tonight, from Dublin, Ireland, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and our home team. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second down, another shot for Jones. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. First down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Touchdown, Giants! A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, and that falls to the ground, incomplete. A Nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The numbers for Jones last week, 16 carries, 66 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Off the option, it's Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Prescott. This one swung out here to Jones. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Prescott setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Zerline's kick is up and through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline and take the points.
That's not good enough, man.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. From the red zone now, Prescott. He sets up the screen to Jones. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. On 2nd and 15 now. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 34 yards, and the Giants have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to host the Philadelphia Eagles. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And finally, a good one scheduled for Sunday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. In our game, it's Teddy Bridgewater with a standout first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Right back to him on first down. And he's got room. Spins away. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays,
the throw for Claypool is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And quickly, they get to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. The left side completion to Jones. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And Prescott, his third interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find Jones again, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Prescott from the gun. This complete to Jones. Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Bridgewater here to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
1st down, Bridgewater. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary.